Hi guys, welcome back to another Relegation Regen Rebuild subscriber interaction video. Now, I'm constantly setting this up in the background, getting it ready so that we can get this series underway once the youth edition comes to a close. But I've got some more ideas and I wanted to run these by you guys first. There will be some voting up in the eye for you guys to vote on in a couple of these situations today. I'll explain a few things, get voting, and I'll see if we can implement some of these ideas into the upcoming series. So, first thing I want to cover is, do we want some sort of player of the season trophy? Much like we ran the Majestico in the youth edition series, you get to, 5 players from each game, you get to vote. We count up all the votes at the end of the season and have a little bit of a trophy presentation. It won't be called the Majestico, I'll come up with something else. But if you feel that that was a good addition for the youth edition, maybe we could add it to Relegation Regen Rebuild as well this season. There'll just be a yes or no vote up in the eye. Do you want a player trophy with the live stream over on the live channel, or do you think that that's not really worth it? You didn't really enjoy it too much in the youth edition. So get voting on that. That is the first one I wanted to cover. The second one I want to cover is to do with scouting. Now, in the previous installments, probably the last couple of years on FIFA, I've given you guys the opportunity to pick the countries that we scout. Usually in the first episode, I do go out and ask for the countries. We get a heap of comments. I put them all into a pool, and we randomly pick countries to go scouting. Now, do you think that is the way that we need to progress moving forward? Do you think that is a good way for you guys to have some subscriber interaction? Do you want that in Relegation Regen Rebuild, or have you got a different idea on how we could go about scouting? So the vote is, do you want it in or do you want it out? If you want it out, that means I'm just going to take care of the scouting. So no subscriber interaction there for you guys. But if you do vote yes, please leave a comment down below on any different ideas or scenarios that you think could be implemented for our scouting setup. At this stage, I'll just leave it as is. If it is a yes vote, you guys put on what country and whether it's physically strong or the likes that you want to scout for, and take a little clip and get you guys involved, and your name pops up in the middle of an episode for where we're off to scouting. So do you want to see a scout, or would you like me to take care of it? If you do vote yes, please put a comment down below on the situation and scenario that you would like to see moving forward with scouting. The next one is something that I've just sort of thought of in the last couple of days, and it is to do with the training setups. Now, usually I just go ahead and train who I think needs training. I don't generally train players that have potential to be special and the likes. But generally I've been taking care of that. Now, I was wondering maybe I could hand that over to you guys, the subscribers, and I was thinking, how could I bring this to the table to get you guys involved? Now, I'm not going to show all the training. It just will make the episodes even longer, which is probably something that is a little bit too long at the moment, but that's fine. We can deal with that once we get into editing. But here is what I've thought of for scouting. Now, at the start of every month, I will ask you guys, who in the team do you feel deserves a training position? And what I will get you guys to do in that particular episode is leave a comment with the player that you feel deserves or needs training, and the exact training regime that you want to see. So you're going to have FIFA, you're going to have to know all the different training implements. Maybe go and check out my how to train some of these particular positions to find out what's the best for that player. You will leave a comment with the player and the training scenario, and at the start of every month, I will pick 5 of those comments from that episode, and we will make those 5 players train for the 4 weeks or 5 weeks of that month in that particular scenario. So, for instance, if you pick a striker and you want his finishing trained, well, if you get selected, you'll pop up at the start of that particular month, and I'll say, okay, these 5 players are getting training for this month. These are the, you guys are the trainers, personal trainers, if you will. And they will get that scenario for the entire month. At the next month, I'll ask for another set of comments, and we'll take it on board that way. So if that's something that you think is a good way for you guys to interact with the series, there is a vote. Do you want to see training? Do you want to be a part of it? Or just let me take care of it? There is another vote. The final one I want to cover is to do with the in-game commentary. Now, I've always done English. Generally where I play is generally Premier League most of the time, or English-speaking countries. But now that we're going to La Liga, I'm pretty sure, I haven't had a look to be fair, but there is Spanish commentary. So I'm going to put a vote up here. Do you want the in-game commentary to be the Spanish commentary, or just stick with the English because it's a little bit more able to understand underlying, of course, my live commentary that will be there anyway. So they're the 4 votes. I still don't have a start date on this series. Obviously, we need to finish up the Youth Edition, and I want this series, especially Episode 1, from the start. I'm working on the backstory. I'm getting it all developed. There's going to be so much involved before we even get into the gameplay. Hopefully, you're excited for it. I definitely am. I'm putting a lot of time and effort into this graphics, and I'll let you know, I'm trying some animation for this one as well. So it should be a fairly decent series. I'm hoping it is a big one for the channel, just to reinvigorate the growth and get some more interest and interaction here with FIFA. You've got 4 votes up there in the top corner. Please do vote. I need your subscriber interaction. It's the only way this channel will grow, providing content that you guys want to watch and that I'm wanting to make. So thanks very much for checking out this video. Relegation Regen Rebuild, not too far away. Get voting. We'll see you in another video. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.